Stay black in America. Don't leave. Don't go anywhere. The greatest country in the world for a black man or a black woman. We alone are the 15th largest economy in the world, just here in the United States alone. Today I want to talk about ancestry. DNA tests have been available readily since 1988. A guy can find out whether a child is his, whether it's not his. Whether you're going to pay child support, whether you're not going to pay child support, whether that kid's going to carry your last name or not carry your last name. Because I heard something said when I was a young man, when I first started business, back in 1985, I believe it was, maybe around 1989, I heard an older woman, she must have been in her 60s then, as old as I am now. Then she said, if black people waited to get married, black Americans waited to get married to have children, there wouldn't be any black children. I thought that was a very disappointing statement, but she made the statement, so I had to look at it as being like fact, because she was in her 60s then, and I know she had several children herself, with adult children, so I figured maybe that's the go about. I've heard conversations, again, I'm in the store, I heard one woman say, Afro-American as well, a black woman, say that I have a baby by that guy, but I wouldn't marry him. I'm thinking to myself, well, you have a baby by him, but you wouldn't marry him. I'm still complexed by that today. So I guess they have a baby by him, that's because he's attractive, he's handsome, so you have a baby by him, you figure your baby looks good, but you wouldn't marry him because maybe he's a loser, he's a bum, he won't take care of that kid. Better for you to let Uncle Sam take care of him than let the man take care of him, because maybe he's not up to the challenge, but you have a baby by him. So, I don't know, it's kind of retarded when you think about it, but I think the Ancestry.com is a great thing. I've also heard a female say one time that mama's babies is papa's maybes. I said, wow. I guess that's a true statement too, because if you got a daughter and she has a baby, well, that it came from her, gave her baby. She not making it for nobody else, right? But if your son impregnates a girl and she has a baby, well, could be some question there, whether that baby is yours or not, or whether it's in that lineage or not, whether you need to get that DNA test, that ancestry thing done on the baby, make sure it's actually yours. So I think that the ancestry find out is a very important thing. I think it's more important than family reunions. Family reunions, you would every bunch of people that's had, if you look at it, sex with everybody, so you don't know whether it's your family, it's not your family, it's somebody there, somebody not there. Where guys have been married, and you hear talk of a guy married for 18 years, and after 18 years he found a kid wasn't his. I'm like, God, some crazy stuff going on, So, it's been traditionally, throughout the years, the mother's always, been closer to her daughter, the daughter's children always closer. But in actuality, the most important thing to a dad when his sons have kids is that the female that his son impregnates has a male son. That carries on his lineage. His lineage is only carried on through the daughter that's not by his wife. It has to be a stranger that can carry on the lineage for you. So it's a very important thing to check it out. Make sure you choose wisely. Make sure you know that child's actually yours. Whatever your last name is, make sure they carry that. It's very important to lineage, because if not, it's just confusion. I know God is not a God of confusion, so make sure we get that stuff straight and start off with. So ancestry to me is more important than family reunions. It's more important than good times, getting together parties. It's more important because it's your lineage. It'll carry on 800 years after you're dead. Your genome, your male genome can travel 800 years into the future. They can check it 800 years back in the past. That's the technology we have now. So it's a very important thing. I think all the people and children were born through years and carrying this and carrying that name and this name and not even who they think they are. I know a lot of people say, I heard an old man say one time ago that if it doesn't matter after 100 years, then it don't matter. Well, it matters. I guess it could matter on medical terms. If somebody has kidney problems, or somebody has liver problems, somebody suffers from colon cancer, somebody suffers from diabetes or hypertension or cancers, all kind of stuff. It'd be important to know ahead of time what somebody's history, what their medical history is, so you know that if you marry somebody, what you like to be successful. What things that more likely can happen to you. Prayer can change all things. You can trust your Lord and Savior Jesus Christ and heal of all kind of things. But it's good to know ahead of time. You want to marry nobody and they suffer from Alzheimer's, they suffer from alcoholism, they suffer from addiction and drugs, and they can't seem to get over it, or they're just crazy, straight up crazy, and suffer from all kind of things like that. So, man, it's very important and crucial to go ahead and find out that you're who you think you are. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I think even if a man had a son, he raised him as his son, and he found out 21 years later that that wasn't his son, that he carried another name. Well, then you can do a thing where you can set a covenant up with him. If his actual name is whatever, you make a covenant with him because you love him. You raise him as a son. He probably loves you as a father. You make a covenant between him and you, and his offspring and your offspring. So if one of your sons carries one name and that's not carried another, make it so they actually have a covenant. That's more important than a family union, because a covenant, the people that are going to stick together, they're going to be with one another, they're going to trust each other, help each other, try to grow one another, you know, not fight against one another. Make an official covenant, you know. You don't have to disassociate yourself with somebody that own him, because it wasn't that boy's fault. You didn't know who his daddy was. Mama lied to you and lied to him. So, you know, that's the way it goes. But, you know, stay black in America. Get your things right. Make sure you're who you think you are. And, you know, get yourself straight, man. And find out what's to be expected in the flesh, what might be wrong with you, may not be wrong with you, you know, what kind of health situation you have, what you need to combat, what you need to stay away from, what you need to get more of. So I think it's very important, man. So, and the ancestry thing is cool. You know, a bunch of, you know, cheating women can't get away with saying, oh, well, that's your daddy, and you're not the daddy. You know, you take a little test, man. You know, you prove them wrong. I was watching that guy Maury Povich show one day, and man, I declare there was a woman on there that must have tested 20 guys, and neither one of them was the father. I'm saying, like, how many people you having sex with, unprotected sex, you don't know who your kid is. That's a cocktail for AIDS and herpes and everything wrong. Everything in the world comes with that thing, man. She can't protect her vagina. Don't know who the daddy is. That's about as crazy as get in it. And guys, be aware, man. You better wear that condom when you go up in that closet, because you don't know what's up in that closet waiting for you. Could be sudden death waiting for you. You know, a woman who doesn't have any morals, man, is like a prowling lion, man, going to and fro, seeing who they can destroy. And they'll destroy you quickly. Might not destroy you quick. Might not destroy you that same night. But in time, you're not tested, you can die, man. You can die of that killer death if you don't find out whether it's killer death or not. So I say stay black in America. Stay on top of your game. Trust in your Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Above all things, repent of your sins, so at least heaven's your home. You know, that's for sure. So you should make sure that the most important thing in life is sure when you leave this place, when your soul leaves your body, you're going to heaven. So that's all I got to say today, and have a good one.